Hey, what's up, dudes?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going
What's up,
on, everybody?
man?
What's
Dave,
up? What's up?
Dave, welcome to Good Vibes and Bad Habits.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we got going. Seems like it. We always got now we got the pepper vodka and we always got our beer, our IPAs and
I got my vodka. I'm ready for you.
It's all about moderation, man.
Yeah.
Moderation.
Take a shot, chat a while, take a shot.
yeah, you got any left, man? You almost killed that in the
Yeah. There's
on Reptos.
there's maybe about half, a little under half. Yeah, they kept suckering me into drinking more. Like Charles was already doing. Shot, shot, shot.
Yeah, I was there. I was there saying one more.
There's a lot of peer pressure on that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So Dave, welcome. Second guest here. Last week we had Charles P.
My man Charles.
Very cool dude. So Dave, what's up with you, man? You got your new blend coming out. What's the deal? It's sold out by Sunday or is it coming
Yeah,
out Sunday?
it's actually getting released Sunday. Um, we did a little pre-buy type thing last night on Rev's live chat or live stream. But where this first batch is already down to less than half because Rich's family out in St. Louis, they ordered fifth. They got a whole. We were talking, and they ordered 15 of them, and they wanted theirs shipped before anybody else. So I shipped them today for them.
Cool.
So they took 15 of them, and they're already gone. I had 50 of them, and the original plans was to do 2 ounces also. Well, once I got the blend in, I realized minus the 2 pounds I sold locally, and then some of those sample packs I sent out over the last 2 weeks kind of added up. So I didn't have almost 70 ounces like I was thinking in my head. So, but I was able to make up a gentleman that he wanted two of the 2 ounces, and then another guy. So 2 ounces are coming. Everybody that's watching that next round, it's on its way. I should be in the kitchen Saturday night, hopefully, and getting about 7.5 pounds blended up, so that way we don't run out.
Sounds
So,
good.
but we're excited for it. I mean, there seems to be a lot of attention and whatnot around it all over the place. So, I mean, the whole thing is not just to make money off it, but to get that name out there, just to kind of bring honor and recognition to Rich. I mean, he was he was a true chili head, so and a freaking awesome dude. Actually, he sent me that. Shine, baby, shine.
Boom shine.
So we're gearing up
That's
for it.
very cool, man. So your wife mentioned last night that people that ordered before Sunday will get the pre-orders. How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, we announced it last week on Revs that if they pre-ordered by tomorrow, I would send out all invoices, whatnot, blah blah blah, and we would ship them Saturday morning. That way, some would get them by Monday, some would get them by Tuesday, because nobody else. And once it's fully released, especially like on Facebook and whatnot, nothing's getting shipped till Monday. So that way, anybody that did it, they can get it a little earlier than everybody else.
Okay. I saw Crazy Kimberlin try it, right?
Yep.
And Rob Z tried it.
Yeah. And then Nick and Justin from the N&J Pepper Show, they did a lot. They've done it twice now in the last week. They
And
did it.
Johnny Scoville, no?
No, he didn't do the La Cuesta. He did. Oh, what did he do? He did Nate's Rush
Nate's
and
Rush and
Jordan's Jazz,
right.
which will be available in the fall. Man, when he released that video, I had so many comments and messages. I'm like, guys, it's like we're sold out. We won't have it until fall.
My stepdaughter is Jordan, by the way. Also.
Nice. How do you spell it?
Like the ball player, not like yours.
J-O-R.
You put a twist on it, right?
Yeah, we wanted to kind of keep her separated from the boys.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I know another girl I went to school with. She named her daughter Jordan the same way.
Yeah, I wanted to name her Southern, but my wife looked at me and said, "We are not naming our firstborn and our daughter after an alcoholic beverage." Because back when I was really drinking, Southern Comfort was one of my favorites. So,
Okay. Yeah. My people were leaning towards Hennessy a lot. It was pissing me off.
I'll see. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Bear, what you drinking, man?
I got shock top tonight. No
Shot top.
No cell.
I tried that at a bar not too long ago. Pretty good, right? A little citrus.
Yeah, it's citrusy. Starting to get warm out here, so starting to switch over to the lighter beers, the citrus, the Corona, stuff like that.
All right. Yeah, I had that one not too long ago. Dave,
Yeah.
I didn't shave, man. I didn't shave in your honor
Nice.
because I refuse to look less manly than anybody pounding down vodka with me or against me. All right. So
You should keep that on. It
kept
looks
the
good.
hair. Let's see. Let's see whose hair gets permed first from drinking this spicy vodka.
Well, we want to start off with shot one.
Yeah, we're almost ready for shot one. Let's see who's in the chat. Say what's up. Man, there's a ton of people here. We haven't looked. Crazy Kimberlin, the first one here. Russ, yeah. Chad. What's up, Chad? JRF, Mike Underwood. What's up, Rev? Did I mention before that Rev was the original inspiration for our show here? And also Crazy Kimberlin. Crazy Kimberlin would come on just random. And that's actually, I thought what Rev was doing was so cool, but Crazy Kimberlin will come on random, just like, yo, Crazy Kimberlin's live, what's up? And I thought that was pretty damn awesome. Just, whatever. And originally, this was the idea for this one was just me taken from Kimberlin. I was gonna come on and probably call it Saturday Night Live or Batman Random, whatever. And but you know, thanks to Bear also who decided to join me. You know, I didn't think he would do it, and I just shot it out there. And hey, you're on board. All right, man.
No.
So thanks for that. But yeah, thanks to Reftos, who probably, if Reftos wasn't doing it, I probably wouldn't even know there was a live on here or that it could be done, you know. But Crazy Kimberlin is pretty awesome too. He just gets on there, he makes you laugh with just about anything. Uh, I was gonna open the show as a tribute to him, like, "What's up, guys? It's Crazy Batman. We got deer jerky. We're gonna hesitate to eat it, you know."
Oh, Lord, I'm having flashbacks to that video you did.
Yeah, I saw Johnny Scoville just popped up with some deer jerky, man. I was like, oh shit, look, Bambi's everywhere, man.
Derek should be getting his lunch Saturday to step up his grow game. So see how he does with that.
Is that light there yet? Did that light show up for him yet?
Oh, probably not yet, right?
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Should be here Saturday. Okay. Dang.
What's up, Doug?
15 and a half hour day. Wow.
Doug. Dave, I got my new shot glass. You're not gonna kill me this time.
Oh, you ain't doing the big glass?
Yeah, the beer glass, man. It's hard to balance that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably kind of hard to gauge a shot in that.
Mine, Dave. Mine is a week older than yours, and the difference was significant. A week, you know. That's like in wine. That's like a year.
Yeah. Well, I know that the lower even though I was shaking it up, the lower I got, the spicier it got.
Yeah. Man, this is a big shot glass, man. It's not your average shot glass.
I think I got the same size as you. Is it one of them little tall ones?
Yeah. It's about it's probably 4 or 5 inches.
Yep. That's what I was looking. I was like, oh dang. I measured it out. It comes out to just a shot.
Oh, yours?
Yeah, but it looks huge because it's like probably the same thing, about 4 inches.
Yeah. That's what you get with decorative, certain, like this one actually, its original form was from Mexico. It was from Cancun. It had the the leather sleeve.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did it have a
Dave,
holster?
I don't have no Batman or anything. I just got WVU Mountaineer on mine.
all right, Dave.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. Definitely getting spicier. Woo! Are you still holding it? Ooh, instant heat.
I didn't want to bring air in there because I felt the hiccups. The hiccups are on the verge. And beer, all I got up here is beer. That don't help.
Whew. Well, unfortunately, after filling that up, you see how far down it is. So I might have
Yeah,
one, maybe two left.
yeah. You know what? I'll give you that. Your bottle was less. Your bottle was a smaller bottle, so
Right.
that one pepper might have been just a bit smaller than mine, but still, you got less vodka for that pepper, and it could have got it hot. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure I don't got the same resistance as you.
Yeah. I got a nice little burn on my lips from that and in my throat.
Yeah, mine's is hot, man. I'm really surprised I don't have hiccups right now.
It's actually a little building a little on my throat still.
Yeah.
Hey, Batman, where's your cat meow at?
Oh, my cat. He's right behind the camera over there. He's I put his bed inside a box, and he kind of likes it there. It's like best of both worlds.
Meow.
uh, freaking cat.
Meow.
So, Dave,
Yep.
you show some of your grow, man, and I remember you have your famous church plot,
Yep.
and uh, you have uh, another space at a farm. Is that where you had the flooding problem? I just dealt with some flooding problem in my greenhouse.
We we got, what was that, about a month ago we got that flood. It was here in my yard. So it came up in the back corner. It never really got into where the plot my bed is in the yard, but just a foot higher and everything would have been underwater back there.
Oh
But
yeah.
the other plot's out at the farm. It's the we switched it. I don't remember if everybody remembers 2 years ago I had a plot out there. Well, the plants did amazing. The peppers came out huge. They were loaded, wouldn't ripen up for nothing out there. I think I picked maybe 3 pounds of peppers out of there, and there was probably, I don't know, 50 to 60 pounds worth of peppers out there easily. I mean, they were huge, and they wouldn't ripen up. Come to find out, it was the lack of sun where we had to plot at. It's in between, because West Virginia is like nothing but hills. So, and out there, it was up a holler, and the two hills, the way the sun came over, it just didn't get enough sun all day. So we moved. We got where we put the plastic down this past fall is down lower, so it should get a lot more sun. At least that's what it better. because I'm banking on that plot this year. I need them to produce and ripen out there because we're putting 300 to 400 plants out there.
Yeah, it makes sense. I had issues. Uh, well, interesting to me at least. Now that you mentioned the sun and your hills, uh, I've noticed how the sun moves in my yard, and yeah, I've been kind of paying attention to that. The whatever's close to my fence, my new fence with the middle evergreens, it that won't get morning sun. So the two beds that are almost against that fence is I don't know. I've had a he's there, kind of crowded, bad spacing, and they kind of did well, but you're right about the ripening, man. They do take forever, and there's a line behind the beds, and just as an experiment, I dropped some peppers there, and no, uh, almost no sun at all. It's it did nothing for them.
Yeah, yeah.
I had plants there, barely growing, and it wasn't really good. A lot of my beds, I'm sorry, a lot of my beds I've been overcrowding. This year uh, I'm gonna sacrifice numbers and not overcrowd the beds because yeah, I had some last season completely covered.
Right,
Uh,
right.
I got the opposite problem with you guys. Too much sun.
Too much. I think it gets probably a little hotter out there too.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
I'm
know.
trying to find shade anywhere I can to
You
put
know,
some.
my tomatoes and cucumbers do really good against the fence though, in the
Yeah,
shade.
yeah. Cucumbers, if they get too much sun, they're just it's just not good for them.
So this year you're not doing the farm, Dave?
We are. We actually are bringing it back because last year we didn't do it. It was 2 summers ago we did the farm, and then last year we didn't put anything out there. This year we got it. Um, this year we're going back. We just got to find a weekend soon to get out there and plow it and then get it tilled up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I dream about stuff like that. Every
Yeah.
time we're driving around, I see huge lots and open, just open areas that, it's obviously just the state's property. It's
Yeah.
it's so like I start dreaming about what I could do there and stuff like that.
Oh man, I do that all the time. Driving around, it don't matter where I go. I see plots like that, like empty city plots or whatever. And I'm just like,
Right.
man, you could put so much food growing in there.
Right, right. It's like, man, look at that. That's
Uh-huh.
probably uh, 10 to 20 years just empty there growing weeds.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw a guy's post today about his community garden, or yesterday. This guy, what is it? 50 Shades of Green showed the community garden, and it made me think, what the hell, man? Is there a community garden here? I might start looking into that.
Oh yeah. I bet you guys
Maybe
got quite a few around there.
maybe drop some peppers around there.
Huh.
Bernie, Bernie.
Somebody
Right,
asked me a question.
right,
Go ahead. Sorry.
right now, right now they're harvesting like garlic and onions out in Indio. Right now, out in the desert, and you just go down the freeway and just smell garlic and onions. Crazy.
Oh yeah. I have
Truck
my lawn. My lawn is full of these so-called wild onions, and I couldn't figure it out. Whenever old Bob would come and cut my lawn, I take the lawn clippings for compost, and I couldn't figure it out. I kept smelling onions till I noticed the on the grass, and uh, a couple of people told me those are wild onions. Jay Gonzalez, when he was here, he's like, "Oh, look, wild onions.
Man,
They're
I
all
can't wait
over."
to get up there and hook up with you guys.
Dave, if you make it even close to here, if you can't take the day to just come and full barbecue and the works,
Hmm.
if you can't do that, I would definitely meet you somewhere for whatever, you
Yeah,
could have a coffee or whatever you want, but definitely let's make it a point that we will do that, man.
yeah.
That would be awesome.
And we got to try to get Jay to come too, because that boy.
Yeah.
Because we were going to head to DC, but because Donna, for what she does work wise, she had a national conference to go there, but state's making some budget cuts and whatnot. So they're only going to send like two or three the people and what she does to it. So she said, "Well, we can still take that week and head over to the Eastern Panhandle in Martinsburg and still do things like we want to go down and see the Monte Cristo. We still want to go into DC and whatnot. That way we can come and go because Martinsburg is only like an hour and a half, I think, from or hour and 45 minutes from DC, something like that. So we can use Martinsburg as our base." And I told her, I said, "Well, if we do that," she said, "you're going to head north, aren't you?" And I said, "Yep." I said, "I'm going to take a day and head up to Jersey." Because
Hey,
I think you're within 2 hours from Martinsburg.
yeah.
See, Russ used to live in Hagerstown. Wow, nice.
Jay, which Jay were you talking about?
Either one, Jay Gonzalez, Jay Jersey. What is Jay's last name? Jersey Shore. I can't remember his name. But
Guma Bay.
yeah, either
Jay
Jay.
Guma Bay.
It'd be sweet to get all four of us together.
Yeah, Jay Z Shore Gardener. He's a little further from me. He might be almost 2 hours. He's down by Jersey Shore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Gonzalez is pretty close. I've met him about 3 times already. Last time he was here, I didn't get pictures. I kind of said, "Damn, you suck. You didn't even freaking take some pictures." His wife was here, both his kids.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, and it was, he was supposed to come pick some stuff up. It was the giveaway he had won, and I didn't ship it because I wanted to give him so much other stuff.
right.
He early last season he has stopped by with from the military base. He brought me three T8s, four bulbs each, 4 foot, and he brought them. He wired them right here to be plugged in. He brought everything. He hooked them up
Nice,
probably five
nice,
minutes each, and we got them up. And that was
nice.
pretty amazing. So I wanted to give him a lot more stuff that he could have used. I had nutrients from our Bear has the palm trees hydroponic stores that kind of sponsors us and sends us all this good stuff.
Yeah.
So I had stuff that I wouldn't use, and I
Nice.
wanted him to have it. So I kind of held on, and he came over, picked all that stuff up, and it was great. But yeah, well, uh, kind of rambled on there. But the point is, yeah, he's a lot closer. Jersey Shore Gardener is a bit further. Uh, I thought about driving out to some of these guys, but it's
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. You have to take the time. I met
I know.
another guy, the one we call Tupac. He's come twice also. He's in Pennsylvania. He's come from Pennsylvania. Tupac. Awesome Tupac.
Speaking of Pennsylvania, I have it on good word that Mr. Bear there comes into Pennsylvania or can
Oh yeah?
to around the Harrisburg area, if I remember right.
Was that from
Yeah, I'm trying
work?
to. Yeah, from work, I'm trying to figure out a way to get out there. But
I'll figure I'd
yeah,
throw that out there, make it public now, so you gotta, because then we could all hook up.
Bear, if you don't come here when you're in Pennsylvania, I'm-
Sorry, Bear.
yeah, I'll probably you know use my navigation and just show up at your house and probably surprise you, swimming in your pool and shit. Be like, yo, what's up, Bear?
yeah.
Hey,
You know what? The
hey, Sandy's in the chat. What's up, Sandy? Yeah, I think this is the first time she's here.
Nice.
that's the cat. The,
Well, I seen Doug ask me a question earlier. Doug, I won't be really growing anything indoors. I mean, I start everything indoors, but I have a few indoor plants, but lighting issues, I guess, or something. I couldn't really get them to produce. I had one round that they produced. I was talking with Derek Kimberlin. He actually gave me some pointers on running the lights to get them to produce, and they produced like maybe like 4 or 5 pods. And then I haven't gotten anything yet. I mean, they loaded up with blooms and then just dropped them like crazy. So I figure I'm going to take them outside because I should be able to get heck, I should be able to get paws off this Jay's peach or Jay's red ghost scorpion like by June. It's just busting to be able to produce, and it's a nice size plant. It was the one I was pruning, practicing pruning on.
The Well, I've heard all along, it's really a task to get plants to produce indoors, right?
Yeah, as far as I could tell, I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of luck. I mean, like I said, I talked to Derek, and I'm reading his comment. Yeah, he told me about what hours to run the lights, and it worked. I mean, as soon as he told me that, it was like 3 or 4 days later, something like that, and then boom, there was a couple baby pods coming on. I'm like, holy crap, he was right. I mean, it didn't take no time at all to. They took to it, and I had a few plants that started putting out some pods, but nothing like worthwhile to run the lights all year round like that.
yeah, you
Maybe
know what?
someday with him.
I've had my
Hey,
best year with.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
I've had my best year with the pods on inside. My plants are just loaded, and I think what I learned this year is the temperature difference is what they really like inside. You need to produce inside. It's so you keep your house so comfortable for yourself. You know the plants. I think the plants do need the warmth and the cold. So that's really worked out for me.
Yeah, That's what I hear. I hear it is a hard balance, but the trick is to simulate the cooler light off time and the warm lights on time. So I hear the lights off time should be a cool around a cool 70.
Mm,
That's what makes the flower stick.
nice. I know, like Jay Gonzalez. I mean, he's got it going on. His stuff doesn't go outside.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he grows
And
everything hydroponically indoors.
he's mostly hydro, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm more like you. I don't the most hydro I do is the Aero Garden now for season.
I
But
still have stuff sitting in there. I've had the general hydroponics stuff. I've had the master grow, and I still haven't crossed that line into actually doing hydro. I was just going to do cracky style, but I just never. I realized that front room. I think I said it in a video where that front room gets pretty stinking cold in the when it's in the wintertime. And I have to run like a space heater in there just to keep it up in the upper 40s, low 50s. So
yeah,
when I start the plants in there, I have to run the lights longer than I normally would um, to keep that heat in there longer. Because them lights keep it nice and toasty. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that reminds me of my attic. My attic was horrible. Uh, here I get the worst of both worlds. When it's cold, it's freaking cold, and when it's hot, it's hot. Once the summer kicks in, you're not gonna see me here. It'll be unbearable, even with a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're up in that.
I'm the opposite. If I could grow indoors, I would
Hmm.
love it. It's so easy to see what the plants need, and the big there's no bugs, no aphids, no mice. Well, I've gotten mice before, but no aphids. So
Nice. And people ask me all the time, do you deal with like with fungus gnats? Fungus gnats seem to be like the number one indoor pest.
Yeah.
I don't deal with them. I mean I
Hey,
did years ago, but I don't deal with them indoors.
you know what's strange? I don't have one fungus gnat this year. I saw
Hmm.
one like 2 days before I bought that Venus flytrap, and I was like, well, at least I saw one fungus gnat, but I have none this year. And a couple years back, man, there were man, I show a fly tape I would have in each corner of the tent, and it was disgusting, man.
Yeah,
No noticeable, damage to any plant. It's not like they took out any plants, but
right.
it was pretty bad. I would get a lot, and I tried I got rid of them one season with the crushed mosquito dunks. You crush the mosquito dunks and you sprinkle. Then when you water, it soaks down and kills the larva and whatever.
Yeah,
But you still have to get rid of the remaining that are still out and about. So the between that and the tape did pretty good. The tape surprisingly catches a lot, man.
ever since I started bottom watering, I like all mine are in trays. I just take
Yeah,
out some and I fill the tray with water. As long as I'm not watering from the top, the gnats don't show up.
yeah, I think that's what it is because uh, as I'm going into more experience, I've been doing I pay attention more to the roots and I, yeah, once you can water from the bottom and you let the soil dry up, there's no way for them to inhabit your soil on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paula, that was a problem too, but that I think that usually means you got them in some other soil because I had that too. They would get in between the cups, and I thought it was the certain cup I was using, the one with the square bottom, and I thought they were getting in through the gap or whatever. But I would find them in almost all of them. But uh, this season I have almost no cup dry, no cup wet. Yeah, I have almost none. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see any gnats on
I know, and one thing that, knock on wood, I have never seen indoors has been aphids. But I don't bring anything in from outdoors either, so I don't. I did
me.
that one
Yeah,
year. I brought in plants. I brought in plants that were winter them, and I swore. Actually,
I
my wife,
told
my wife made me swear to never do it again.
yeah, that's my deal. I had the most horrible infestation. I'm tired of saying the story and everything I tried against them, from 1,500 ladybugs to
Mm-hmm.
pyrethrin fogger with the whole shit sealed up.
Yeah.
Nothing worked, and yeah, that was bringing my three fruit trees inside there
Oh,
with
jeez.
well, no, I'm not gonna say my fruit trees. It was actually 15 peppers that I wanted to save. They were loaded with
Uh,
green fruit, and I wanted to save them, and uh, and
I like
I wanted to save them. I brought 15 peppers inside, and yeah, I think that's what did it. But being cautious of that, this year I decided not even the fruit trees are coming in. Forget that
yeah.
because nothing worked against it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers.
what the chat is saying. Hey, JT Bear loves aphids that he raises them.
Yeah, I think he's breeding them.
Bear, what was that?
The chat. JT Bear loves aphids and that he's breeding them.
I'm telling you, it gets hotter the closer you get to the bottom.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I think JT's trying to recolonize aphids in the world.
I think I think if we destroy JT Bear's colony, I think we'll eventually get rid of them worldwide. I think
Yeah,
that's where they're coming from.
I'm telling you, that's their stem. They're coming from.
I'm gonna JT Bear's bringing a lot of ladybugs from his sunroom upstairs, bringing them down to the basement, to the dungeon, and
I'm gonna get the hiccups.
yeah, I think I thought about sending JT Bear 1,500 ladybugs,
Nice.
but I don't
I think you
know.
feel
Huh?
I think you feel sorry for him. He doesn't want them out in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Does he need the ladybugs that you know live out there? If we ship, ladybugs from here, are they gonna die at the post office?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
I can't see how they stay alive up there when they're in the midst of being shipped. It's so cold up there.
Yeah. The thing is, I think they go into kind of hibernation mode or something because when I think different temperatures affect them in different ways. When I got the instruction from mines for you to calm them down from the shock of shipping, they suggest you put them in the refrigerator for a little while. I forgot how many minutes, but that's what they said.
Huh.
Yeah, you put them in the fridge and it cools them. It relieves the shock from shipping. That's what they said. And I heard another thing also, and it's I imagine it's kind of cruel to me in a funny way because they're just ladybugs, but I don't know. It just sounded weird. If you're releasing them in your garden, let's say in your greenhouse, and you don't want them to start flying away, you mix some water with like Coca-Cola or soda, and you spray them with it, and it makes the sticky. It works as a glue, and it doesn't let their wings. Doesn't allow them to fly.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. Huh. So I gotta ask, are you gonna shave after this show or?
uh, I don't know. Who are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know why you.
That's why it looks good, man. Keep it going. There's some people in this world they need to shave, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you start looking like a hobo,
Yeah.
it's no longer. I think if you got your beard and you you got a responsibility towards it. It,
Hmm.
it there's a certain point you need to trim. If you're not gonna trim, maybe get that
Yeah.
balm, the beard thing. I'm not up to that point because I get I'm not
Yeah.
graced with the manliness of your stature, but because I got the I got the kind of patches, they I think they call it the redneck jeans or whatever, but yeah, mine won't grow fully. And but yeah. If Come on, man. If you start looking like a hobo, that's not a beard.
No.
That's just your recklessness and your disregard for proper hygiene. You're not Come on. You're not gonna tell me you don't got food in there. Clean that
I
shit
did that.
up.
I did that 2 winters ago. That sucker was down. I mean, it was down here. That was no, was that 2 winters, 2 or 3 winters ago because it got so cold at one point. That's when we were getting all that sub-zero temperatures from Canada. We'd
Right.
spray it with a water bottle, and I'd go out, and it would freeze ice particles
Oh
within like
yeah?
less than a minute. Oh, it was funny as can be.
No, I wasn't talking about you. Did you think that?
No, no, I was saying that's what mine was that year. I mean, it was, but this year I wasn't feeling it. I just couldn't. I couldn't let it grow like that this year. It just was like, yeah,
No, but you know, with me it's not a thing. Like I said, mine doesn't grow fully, so
yeah,
I just, I get lazy a lot. I get lazy. I cut my own hair, by the way, so when it's time to do it, that means everything, and it's it's a process. Sometimes I'm busy a lot for that,
Uh-huh.
and my lady doesn't mind it. Janie kind of likes it. She always says I look handsome, and my cat likes it. Cute. You love my beard. This guy's always on me.
Nah.
Yeah, my cat loves it. My lady loves it, so I'm allowed to get lazy with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look like a little kid when I don't have any facial hair at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture you smooth shaven.
Yeah,
But now my problem is it's starting to go gray. So
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
yeah, yeah. Don't be afraid, man. That's what were these guys were saying a while back? The snow cap. I had I had I had some people say it's oh, you got the what they call it, the soul patch. You got the soul patch. But a lot of the ones that look like that, people are born with it. I
Yeah.
got this. This slowly grew out in my 30s, actually, and I was. It could be stress. It could be stuff.
Yeah.
I've done a lot in my
my
younger days.
my brother's got a patch like that, but it's blonde. So
Oh yeah.
Huh. Jared. Nah, I
Yeah.
keep mine trimmed once we get warmer, but
No, that's not what we mean. I mean,
nah,
I'm
look,
sure Jared understands.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very majestic, like World War Civil War general. Bear,
yeah,
bear. Meow. Did you bring a plant to show us? What you got?
yeah, I got a plant. It's one of the hell's bells that I planted as soon as you sent me the seed.
Oh, really? Because I dropped the ball and I didn't send you seeds. I had to see your comment like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't send you seeds. I sent those seeds
Honestly,
to a lot of people. Did I? Huh?
yeah, I don't know. I think you sent them to a handful of people, but I wasn't on that list, but I got on the list. So
Yeah, I send them to a shitload of people, not a handful of people. Everybody has them.
this is the way it's looking now. It looks good.
Did I mention the contest?
Last video you did.
Right.
You
Oh,
can
because
mention.
I showed the
You can.
plan, right? I said whoever shows me Hell's Bell defined with the shape we're looking for, because this is an early cross. Don't think everybody's gonna get that. You know, these are F2 seeds going out. But
What? What are you saying? These are open pollinated?
yeah, man. Yeah, it's a freaking lottery. Hey, who has the time, man? You want me to what? Anyway, yeah, whoever shows me defined pod is definitely getting a awesome prize. It could be a couple of my sauces that I have at the time, seeds pack, whatever. I just grow these hell's bells.
What are the plants you have behind you?
I got here one. I brought two. One in honor of Dave being here, and that's uh, I grew it not really knowing that it would be like that. It's a
Right.
Primo Tali Stinger,
Nice.
and in a minute I'll let Dave talk about it and where it came from. But it's been in this container for a bit, so it's not as far along as a double cup method would be, or my famous quad cup method. But um, it looks cool as hell. It's the Primo Tali plus a wicked looking stinger. I actually have some pictures here. I'll show you maybe if they show properly in the camera there. Uh, I didn't show them much or did any review on it or anything like that because it's an early thing. Dave will explain, and it's pretty wicked looking. They all came out with the stinger, so if you can see that.
Nice.
So that was last season. I got so these are seeds from the pods I just showed, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wasn't planning on showing them, but since we have Dave here, I thought I would. I
Nice.
asked him about it, and here's what he had to say.
Yeah. Those are actually pretty wicked looking. That the year I grew them, I only had a handful of pods, maybe not even. I'd say maybe a few or so that come out with stingers, but that I really don't know who actually made that cross. Obviously, it's a Primo and Fatale. I actually got the original seeds from that a few years back from Stephen McLaurin from Stand By on Fire, and then I grew it. Me and Tom Mata both did. We got them that Christmas or that December that I met up with them up there in Pittsburgh. So I grew it, and then of course, sent you seeds from, and I only saved seeds from the ones from the Stingers. Because I thought, wow, that's pretty wicked looking. They may not, and then, and then last year, unfortunately, I didn't get to grow it. That was one of the many varieties that got lost in the mix when I was scrambling trying to come up with the varieties to grow. But other than that, I really don't know how old it is, who actually started it, and I never asked Steve about it. Um, I'm sure he probably told us that night when we were hanging out with him, but I forgot it. I blame it on the spicy vodka. But I mean, it is a wicked looking. I mean, I think it has the potential to be a very wicked cross. I mean, you're already seeing. Look at the ones that you got. Those are up there with what I'm seeing Tom posting last year from what he got.
Yeah, I didn't. I sold some boxes. I did not send these to anybody fresh. Nobody got seeds. I got. Uh, I think some some of the a couple, maybe two others failed, and that's the surviving one. So I only got one.
Nice.
But yeah, I didn't. I showed you them early when I got them, and we decided to grow them out and see
Yeah.
what we get from them. So uh,
And that's what it needs. I'm sorry, a lot of these crosses that come out, people just they'll grow them like 1 year, be like, oh yeah, cool. They jump on the bandwagon, and then they're forgotten about. And all these crosses, just somebody growing out is what needs. I believe needs to be done with a lot of these crosses. Somebody just needs to keep growing them.
yeah, yeah, that's one of the reasons because some idiots I don't get how they're so protective of stuff, and then
Yeah.
uh, in my personal experience, if you can't, if you slip me something unknown, uh, I don't know, it just
Mm-hmm.
that's why, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's why I share my crosses, even if they're early. Uh, I don't agree with people. Some people sell. You'll see them on their website, and
Yep.
and they'll tell you it's an F1 even, an F2. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of messed up.
Yep.
You're selling such an early cross. It's a gamble.
Yeah.
So I include mines as bonus and to as many people as I can. If they're willing to grow it, that's a big help to me.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not interested in being the super dark knight with the secrets. I'll never, when you ask me about anything, I'm never going to say, it's just something I'm working on. Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Oh, it's just a little something I'm working on. What the fuck? What is that?
It's like, what's your deal, man? It's not that.
We got
What's-
Kang in the chat. Be good. What's up, Kang?
Kang.
Oh.
Kang's in the chat.
Yeah. We gotta be good, boss man's here.
What's up, Kang? Yes. 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 Behave. It's the
Oh
dawn.
Lord.
Kang. I love Kang, man. He's such a nice guy. Very mild mannered. Very awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome friend and brother.
He's not your typical YouTube star. He's willing to talk. He's down there. I mean, Kang, I consider him a really good friend, and just and he's another one. I've never met him. I've never met him in person. We've talked on the
Yeah.
phone. We text back and forth throughout, blah blah blah. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty awesome that he's that down to earth
yeah,
because when you see a lot of times you see the newbies and they comment and they direct comment to him and they don't know what's going on. It's sometimes, we joke around like, hey, you don't just talk to the boss like that.
Yeah.
You don't just ask the boss a question. What is this? So, it's pretty awesome that he's like that, and he does answer back. Uh, I would say 90% of the time, and like he said, he does get hate when he doesn't answer. And recently, I had even a random person just say, "Well, yeah, I just mentioned that he messaged Kang and he didn't answer back," and I'm like, "Oh man." It's
Mm-hmm.
you know uh, you know easy. The guy's he's busy.
Yeah.
He has his YouTube channel has an incredible amount of followers that I'm sure try to contact him like probably so often.
Exactly,
It's not
exactly, man.
easy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The man puts so much time into his videos. Go watch them. You learn so much. It's out there for you.
And half the time, the questions that a lot of people ask are something that, and this isn't just him. This is all a lot of YouTubers that are actually like teaching or whatever. Um, a lot of times, the questions they ask are something that was actually said or covered in the video.
Right, right. Like you have to yeah, look through his stuff. He probably whatever the topic is, you probably search his name and add whatever you're looking for and it'll come up because I'm pretty sure he's covered it.
Mm-hmm.
Just today, somebody asked, mentioned him and asked about. No, actually, it was Peter Stanley. Someone asked Peter Stanley a question, and I had to do that. I searched his name and his thing because I remembered Peter Stanley's post, and it came right up. Boom! I commented with the link for what the person was asking for.
Yep.
By the way, people don't mention enough, and in Reftos, uh, all the talk about hot stuff, man. I might have said this before. It might be the vodka, but Peter Stanley, man, he can take some freaking heat, man.
Yeah, he
Dave,
can. Yes, he can.
what?
And, and if you look at him, you would never. I mean, he
No,
just
no.
you
He's
would
like,
never guess.
yeah. I mean, he's not. He's not like the robot, but no brain, no pain. But
Yeah,
you can tell the effect, but he takes it. You know what I mean?
he
It's
does.
not
He.
it's not the same.
I, when he first started coming around, I thought, dude, really? I mean, I won't say exactly what I was thinking of him when I seen what he looked like, because you don't judge a book by its cover. But I'm like, really, who is this? And then boom, I mean, he's eating whole pods. Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're hot. I was like, you
Freaky
little pipsqueak
man.
motherfucker.
Freaky, come on, man.
I was like, you little pipsqueak motherfucker. I was like, come on, man. I'm over here doing half pods. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, so
He's
uh, just to finish off the Dave, you don't have a plant, right? Your
A what?
plants are your plants
No,
are away, right?
actually,
You didn't bring a
no.
plant up.
They're all in the front room.
Yeah, that's cool. I brought up another one of the further along, and this is
Nice.
looking nice, right?
Yep.
This is a BT creation. Uh, Look at these roots.
Holy crap.
Yeah, BT, infamous, famous legendary grower Butch Taylor. This is the BTR,
Nice.
the real BTR.
I was kind of worried there for a second.
Yeah. I have a couple others, and this one, I think three. This is the nicer looking one.
Yeah.
Hey, Bam,
I'm think I'm ha-
they're
I
asking.
think I'm having that focus problem with my camera, right?
No, that's working.
Hey,
It's not blurry.
Mm-mm. Nope.
hey, Batman, they're asking how do you get the roots out of those things, out of the cup?
Oh, um, for anybody wondering about, no, I'm full of shit, man. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna talk like I'm some fucking pro, man. I just noticed things. First, when we started with the double cup method, uh, we started doing one hole in the center of the bottom of the cup, right? And probably 2 years later, we moved to a slit, four slits on, excuse me, on each corner of the cup. And that seemed to work a lot better because it looks like the roots don't have the time to curl up and work themselves to the center, and they come straight out a lot earlier. And especially last season, I did a nice comparison. I did about half the traditional one hole and half four slits on the corner. And if you can find this style of solo cup with the four cornered bottom, it really works well for that type of deal. And another thing, I kind of feel I don't like saying anything, but when I see the people with the double cup method and they're using the same size cup, the same cup, it doesn't really give you the room for these roots. You're gonna smash a lot of them, and some people say they either put a pebble under there, and yeah, that might help, but you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get the desired space, and you'll spend a lot more time coming to check on them. I find that the bigger the reservoir, I can put a lot more water without drowning the top of the cup here. That's a thing you have to be careful. If you fill it too much to try to have a longer reservoir, you might drown. If you drown the bit of air roots, you might have some problems.
Yeah.
But what I do is I get the larger cups from I get them everywhere. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I'm a freaking janitor. I pick them out the trash. I don't give a shit. I cover them. I cover them with electrical tape. Also, found easily at work. I should start doing spray paint and not waste. But I'm thinking, next season I'll use them again. Maybe the spray paint will start chipping or something. But yeah, these larger cups, I would say these are the 32 ounces. And when I don't have all in these just yet, but uh, even if you only have regular cups, you can use a larger planting cup with the smaller reservoir cups, so the top cup won't sink that far in and create a bigger reservoir.
Hmm.
Rambled on again. I'm sorry.
Meow.
What the meow's going on in here?
Meow.
I had to get in. Is Kang still on here? Kang, you still here?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking if he's still here, maybe we should give him an honor. And I think I got one shot worth left.
yeah. He just said nice roots. He gotta be around.
There he is. Kang, you want to
Sorry.
do it, Batman? You want to do
Ken,
a shot?
the original vodka, infused vodka guy. I think he was the first one I saw saying he would infuse some vodka.
Yeah, I think there's some vodka in that pod though on the inside.
You shush.
And oh, Dave, that's the last of yours.
That's it.
Oh, frick! I'm done.
I just need to send you some cash so you can send me some more. Along
No
with some hot
cash
sauces.
needed, my brother. But
Listen, I gotta say, because this stuff is freaking awesome.
you know, uh, when I made mine, uh, right away, I don't know why, but I think it was the beard. I said I gotta send Dave one of these, and like I said, the pod for the vodka, it's freaking winter here, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the pod for the vodka was sponsored by Toragashi Kyle, who's also meow, who's also doing the giveaway, which we're announcing here. Uh, he announced that the giveaway announcement will be here, but tomorrow he will post the recording of this show and he will tell you what to watch out for in order for you to enter his contest and win. So look out for Toragashi post tomorrow telling you how to win his super pack of seeds from Pepper Donkey.
And that's a meow of a deal.
Meow.
Meow, yeah.
Yeah, my cat's over there messing around, man. I'm about to go set you straight, Q. Meow.
So we're gonna bottoms up this for Mr. Kang.
Kang, to the boss. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Brother Kang. Optimus Prime. Roll out.
Boom.
Woo.
Mm. Woo. Okay, that was hotter than any other shot. Oh, mother of God.
Hey, Charles.
Come on, Kane, go get a shot.
Charles. Meow. Chad.
Oh.
Chad. Meow.
Oh, Kang's on baby duty. He's got to watch the meow.
Hey. Oh, man.
Woo, I can feel that one down here.
Oh, Dave, you're not kidding, man. You're not kidding.
Man, that's got the lips on fire.
This This is the first one that's burning down, man. Woo!
Wow.
Damn.
I'm feeling that one.
Damn,
That's
you
even
lucky
got my
that's your
bottom
last
lip.
one.
Yeah, that was
I'm lucky
the end
that's
of
your
mine.
last one because that's the last one for me.
Yeah, that was the end of mine.
What was that? 3? You say you have 4, man.
That was 3. That's what I was afraid of. 3, maybe 4 tops. There's a little bit left.
All right, give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm. Whew. Even that little bit just is hot. I don't know. Yeah, it's like hot sauce. I mean, I don't care how much you shake that hot sauce up. The lower you get on the bottles, the warmer it gets.
You're not going to let a pepper go to waste, are you?
I'm not being suckered into that. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna seal it, and I'm gonna figure out maybe how to keep it. I don't know how I can keep. I don't know. How could I keep it? Because I'd like, if I come back on, I'll eat it on the show. But I'm not doing it tonight. I don't know if I could freeze that or with the alcohol in it. That, yeah. I just may have to. I don't know. Maybe I'll pour some shine in there to keep it like that, just to.
Yeah, like embalming fluid.
Oh yeah, it's definitely plump.
Like a sponge.
Charles, you shut up. I'm not doing it, man. It ain't. Rev, no. Yeah, I could do that. We could fill the bottle back up.
Oh man.
All right, give me a minute. I'm feeling left out showing the plant. If you guys give me a minute, I'll run in and get them on.
All right. Cool.
Dave said he's going to put some shine on that pepper to preserve it so that he can eat
it. Yeah, he should totally pour that shine in that bottle. Man, I just as I was downstairs, man, from from the belt up, man. Oh, fire. I didn't get that last week or before. Chad, what do you mean? What did I want?
Yeah, Alex, I'm pretty sure you could get so drunk you can't feel anything.
Oh, that's possible. That's totally possible. I don't know. Yeah, that was some good heat, man. It just calmed down after I went upstairs, after I came up. Eric Petro. Meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Oh, sorry, I'm back. All right, there's one of mine.
Dave. Oh, wow.
That'd be a Reaper.
Oh, nice. I must be doing something wrong, man, because you got the same type of cup.
Yeah, it's a 4-inch pot for these. I switched to 2.5s this year for majority. Then I realized I can't transplant everything when you have that many plants. So, but I use 2.5 on majority. But the Reapers, Primatales, Neo S Scorpions, there was something else, Primos, um, and I think BTRs are all in 4-inch pots. So that way they got a nice big root ball by the time they go in ground because I need them to really take off. And since they're some of the varieties that take the longest, it only made sense to really get them transplanted. So,
Right.
and some of them are actually bigger than this. This one was just near the edge for me to grab, but some of them are actually quite bigger. They're not. I noticed they're starting to reach a little bit, but that's because they really need to go into the greenhouse.
And you
But
haven't topped that one.
no, I don't. I haven't topped anything. No.
You,
I thought about it
you
the other
know,
day because I noticed a lot of the ones that a lot of those they're really I mean they're really taking off and getting pretty big. Some of them are actually trying to put on buds. I mean there's I've been picking buds, but I finally gave up. I'm like whatever. I can't stop it. There's just way too many of them. So
Yeah,
but
I've been I've been picking so many buds. I start putting them in the pockets of my robe because I try to be so clean down there. I don't put organic material in the trash bin.
yeah,
But it's yeah, it gets annoying, man. I can't.
you know,
I'm I'm about to just let everything go. It's getting pretty warm here. I won't be surprised if I get some freezing still,
yeah,
but it's looking pretty good so far. Tomorrow, I think I got 76 and Saturday 80.
yeah.
Pretty good for here.
That's yeah. I think you're about the same as we are. And then it's supposed to freaking drop again Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
hey Dave,
yeah. Well, right after these 2 nice days, Sunday and Monday, we have rain.
Yeah.
Both days of rain and dropping back down to,
See, so
48.
it's gonna be about you're about 24 hours behind. I think it's supposed to come in Saturday night here, then rain, and I think it's Monday. It's supposed to drop down into like the 50s. I think Tuesday 40s, something like that. Nighttime temps are supposed to stay pretty. I mean, they're going to be above freezing, which I seen my first bat tonight. In honor, I thought it was so freaking funny. I was out back and I seen a bat coming flying around the backyard, and I started laughing. I was like, "That's funny." In honor of the show, we had a bat in the yard. I had a farmer, an old time farmer, tell me a few years back. He said, "When you see the bats show up, because he said the way they hibernate or whatever they do when they go in for the winter, you're not going to see them during the winter. Period. They're not coming out." He said when you see them come out, you know for a fact that we are not going to drop below freezing. We may get close to freezing, but we're not going to drop below freezing again. And I seen the first one tonight. So I was like, shh. And I've tested it every year since he's told me that. As soon as I've seen bats, boom, I knew we were in the clear. We weren't going to drop below freezing again, and we haven't. So we'll test it because I know Monday and Tuesday they're calling for it to drop kind of cooler. So
That's awesome, man. I have a bunch of bats. I'm gonna record the tree next door. There's a hollow tree that I'm pretty sure that's where they live.
yeah,
And you've probably seen I built a house for them, but I haven't got any of them over.
mm,
But yeah, now that you mention it, I see them. I see them flutter around usually in the summer.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye out for them. Uh, Usually, as soon as it starts getting dark, that's when they start coming out. So once I see them,
Mhm.
I'll know I'll have no more frost. I um I finished the greenhouse today. I dropped my kale there, and my garlic's been there for a while, and the soil for carrots is ready. So I'll get I'll get those that can use the cooler temperature
Mm.
going. Uh, but peppers probably won't come out till May.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when your last frost. I know ours is like middle of May.
Yeah, that's usually what I get.
Yeah. I figured we're pretty similar.
Bear's been trying to put out his plants for a few weeks now.
They are outside. They are outside now. They could have went. They
Oh,
could have went out 3 weeks ago.
right. You did them last weekend.
Must be nice.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. Baby Bear helped, right?
Yeah, she helped me out. So she stuck it. She stuck
Yeah.
out there with me for about 4 hours. So that
Wow.
was
Nice.
really cool.
My 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 little bad girl spends about uh spends about 20 minutes out there with me, and yeah, she turns into a little diva, and she's goes back to her Disney Channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nathan will stay out there if he knows he's going to get paid. he'll bust
Hey,
his he'll bust his butt for hours. If like we went up last year at the end of the season and cleared out the church plot, and he just I mean he we were up there for I don't know almost 3 hours, soaked. He was sweating and soaked. He looked at me. He said, "Man, this is some hard work." And I said, "Now you know what Dad dealt with all summer long, coming home after 8.5 hour shift, and then coming." He was like, "Oh wow."
well, you can't complain, Dave. He does reviews with you, man.
Oh yeah.
That's that's a big step right there.
Oh yeah. He's my little man.
That Dave's got a staff. You know, staff. He's got a.
Hey, heck, he did my pineapple ricotta.
Oh yeah. You know, and I didn't until I actually watched that video like the second or third time. I never noticed him trying to open that freaking bottle of water. I seen the comments too. It was like, open the bottle for him, Dad. I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, oh man, he's sitting there struggling trying to get the bottle open. Like I felt bad after I realized what was going on. I normally don't feel bad when I light somebody up, but you know, that one I did. I seen Susan's in the house.
Hey, Susan. Susan's coming on the show, man. Whether she likes it or not, she's coming on.
Hey, if you could convince her to get on, I'll come on as a bonus plus to get her to come on.
She's coming on.
Get all four of us on here.
If I think if
I'm gonna.
if I can,
I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see her again in a couple months. So I have to get her on the show somehow.
did
So
you
how
say
far
you
how
won't
far are
be
you?
here in a couple months?
Yeah, for the Hot Sauce Expo, and hopefully she can make it out to the Sriracha Festival this year. So
Mm.
Hey, Dave, I heard Johnny Scoville mention that he's going to the New York Hot Sauce Expo
Yep.
coming up.
Yep. That
I've
Reaper
been thinking
Challenge.
about that.
Oh man, I would love to go up to that.
Yeah,
Why don't we next year maybe plan to go?
yeah, that would be awesome. I
I'd come
was
through.
I was thinking for this year maybe the guys close by, uh, Gonzalez or Guma
Yeah.
Bay, maybe.
Yeah, because you're not that far away. You're what, less than 2 hours from New York? Or, I mean, actually, you're closer than that, aren't you?
What, to New York?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can get to New York in 40 minutes.
that's what I thought. Okay, you're real close. You're probably where we went up years ago, and we stayed on the Jersey side because it was cheaper at the hotels. And I think it was like maybe 30 minutes into Manhattan from where our hotel was. So we probably weren't really that far from you.
Yeah. I uh I moved a little a few years back. I moved a little deeper into Jersey from New York, so it takes me a bit more, but yeah, I'm in New York at no time. Actually, work is closer to New York than home, so most of my trips are after work. I go see mom and old friends and
Because we plan on, I know we would love to take the kids up there eventually to see the city.
yeah.
But I'm thinking the
The
NYC hot sauce show next year. I know I like there's no way I'm going this year, but I'm thinking next year. Because I told Donna I would love to go, but freaking hotels and whatnot, that would be an expensive freaking trip for me to go just to, our company's not big enough to be a vendor there yet. But
yeah,
just to
no,
go and walk the floor and see it and
I'm
get to
not
see people.
I'm not dreaming of that just
Yep.
yet.
I'm getting close.
you know,
There's a few people that
No,
have
no,
asked.
you're no, I'm
Yeah,
speaking for myself. You totally, you're come on, you're a professional.
I've had a few companies. I've had a few like names. Companies ask, "Are you going to come to the NYC eventually?" And I said, "Well, I said not as a vendor, but I would love to come up just to mingle at least." So I thought, man, because immediately when they were talking about it, I thought of you and Jay, and I thought, man, I could come through, pick you guys up. We can go up. We could even stay. Like, I'm inviting myself to your house, but if I crash at your place,
No, of course, man. Yes, I have. Yeah, definitely, man. I have a guest room.
no,
Might
no.
have to might have to move the cat out of there. Yeah.
Hey, I can meow the cat.
Yeah,
Meow all night long, and meow in the morning, and meow in the afternoon if need be.
the cat currently resides in the guest room.
Nice.
Fortunately, my my stepdaughter Jordan, she didn't. He would get annoying for her to sleep. If you got a hand hanging out of the mattress, he thinks you're trying to play. So not good for you. So yeah, we had to give him his own room.
Hey,
you
like
know,
they
you
said,
know,
I could sleep with the peppers and I'd be happy.
Yeah, he's gotten a taste of my peppers.
What'd you say, Aaron?
you know what's cool about that sausage. It was put on by the same people that do the one out here in Anaheim. So.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Nice. So that's why they're both growing so rapidly. They're the two biggest shows in the country, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they had the Reaper contest out here with the world record. The guy that has the world record, he didn't even get close to his world record, but it was cool seeing it though.
The guy that won the Reaper contest wasn't even close to the world record.
No, not even close. I think the record's at like 120 grams of Reapers in a minute or something crazy like that.
Yeah. That's why it's going to be epic at the NYC one this year. You got Johnny Scoville, Martin Knoll, crap, there was another name I recognized. But you got the returning champ.
Wait a minute, Dave. So that's what Johnny Scoville is doing this year?
Yeah, he's going for the record.
At the New York?
Yep, he's going for the record. Him and I don't know if you've seen him on Facebook, Martin Knoll, the Sasquatch. Him and Johnny, and there's at least 3 others that are going. They're all going to square off about it and go for the record. Because the guy that won it, the guy that actually is the current record holder, he's returning. In the previous record holder is returning. So I mean, it's going to be like an epic showdown. I want to pull for like Martin and Johnny Scoville because I consider myself like social media friends with them because I text with them and talk with them and blah 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 on a regular basis. But they, I don't know if either one of them are going to be able to pull it off because I mean, like Johnny, I mean he's a longevity man. I mean, he does things in the long run. I mean, he can eat all them peppers, but can he eat them fast enough? Because you only get a minute, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you only get a minute.
Can he eat 100? Right. I mean, you only get a minute. So, I mean, can he eat over 120 grams of – I mean, we know he can handle the pain. He can handle the heat, no problem. That's not an issue. It's just how fast can he actually eat them. And the same with Martin. Martin's the same way. I mean, he's more – I think Martin does a little better speed-wise. But, I mean, that's just from what I'm gathering, watching these two and, you know, and being attached to them, I'm like, well, either one of them, I think they can pull it off if they had more time. In a minute, man, they're going to have to pull out their aim game and A game and bust. Man, I'm not even saying right words right now. They got to pull out their aim game. I think I'm feeling the vodka finally.
You know what, Dave? You know what?
But they got to pull out their A game because they're going to have to.
You see him put that bowl of
What's
Reapers. You see him put that bowl of Reapers out in front of him, and you know they're not even halfway through the bowl, but there's a helper there ready to slam them with another bowl full of Reapers, and you know they have some pretty strict rules that you after a minute you have to spit out what you haven't eaten, so it literally has to be chewed up and swallowed. So it was pretty crazy.
Nice. Yeah. I would love to get up there to witness it. Just I don't want to do it just because I know my gut I couldn't do it. I can handle the heat. That's no problem, but the gut just will not allow me to eat something like that.
Dave,
too much abuse over the years.
Whenever I even think about these Reaper competitions, I think about that tiny Reaper I ate, and I just can't imagine. No, man. For me, it's impossible. More than one full-size Reaper? Shit.
I tell the common folk, Reapers have the record. Yep. They have the record for a reason. I know there may be other hotter varieties out there, but until you actually eat a Reaper, there's a reason why it has the record. I mean, it's freaking hot. And yeah, I know there's other varieties out there that, yeah, I could agree. I've tried other varieties that are probably hotter than the Reaper. And, but, until people get it through their heads that they need to grow these crosses out, they need to be grown out. And then somebody that has the money can actually get, I'm spitting all over myself. I'm acting like Derek Kimberlin here. Until somebody that has the money, they can get it tested. I mean, but the crosses have to be grown out. I don't care what people think. Well, yeah, there's like 20 other crosses. There's other varieties that are out there that are hotter. I wish I had more to join you.
I'm gonna be honest.
But there's so many other varieties, yeah, that are probably hotter, but grow them out, get them stabilized, get them to the point they need to be so we can officially say, yes, there are other hotter varieties out there and get the acknowledgement they deserve. I'm so jealous you got more.
I'm gonna be honest with you and say there was people that entered that contest that shouldn't have been in that contest, but it sure as hell was funny.
You know what? Yeah. Get somebody that has pods now to send me a pepper, and I'll send you another bottle.
Hey, who has pods out there so I can get another bottle? I'm gonna send.
I got Scott Bonnet.
Space City Peppers. Matt, what's up, man?
Yeah, and see, Matt, or is that his name, Matt? Space City Peppers? I gotta agree with him. It's like everything else. Follow the money trail. If somebody's paying the most, and that's the bull crap that goes on, is, I mean, if you pay the right, I got to seal this up because if I keep drinking this, I'm not going to get up from this chair. If you have enough money, sorry, but money speaks. I had a gentleman tell me that a while back. He said, anything in this world, it's sad to say, follow the money trail. And he's right. I mean, if you have the money, you go to the right lab and sweet talk them and pay them the right amount of money, guess what? Modern world. But I mean, that's just that's the society we live in. I mean, but these crosses that are out there, I still say, grow them out. Somebody grow them out, stabilize them, get them stable. So we can get some of these other varieties that are out there, like the Prima Tally. I think in the long run, the Prima Tally could possibly be hotter than the Reaper. The BTR, I think in the long run, it could be freaking hotter than the Reaper. But they got to be grown out and they got to be stabilized. That's what it boils down to. Everybody keeps jumping from this variety to that. I'm preaching here. They keep jumping from this variety to that variety, and it's like, oh, this is the new thing. This is the new thing. This is new thing. It's like slow the fuck down and just grow something out. I just cussed.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I have heard that the BTR is supposed to be hotter than the Reaper.
And, the BTR is no joke.
Yeah. Now that you say, now that you mention it, excuse me, my yellow Reapers last year were not very hot, man.
No, the yellow Reapers, I honestly, from the ones I tried, I think the yellow Moruga is the same heat wise. I think they're about the same. Because you sent me that yellow Reaper. Now I didn't do a video on it, but I tried it, and as far as I'm concerned, I think them and the yellow Moruga are about the same. I mean, there may have been more of a scorch to the yellow Reaper, so to speak, but honestly, heat-wise,
that was one of the reasons I sent it to you, because I thought that sorry folks. Uh, it's the vodka, people. No, I thought I thought they weren't as hot, and I did send it to. I was surprised when I sent it to a person that. Uh,
Batman down, Batman down.
Yeah, your signal. I was gonna say your meow's getting kind of weak.
Meow. Hold on, let me get stabilized here. See what's going on with my camera. Sorry, guys,
You're
but
good
yeah,
now.
the my yellow reapers were not hot at all. I sent it to. I have a friend, personal friend, which I didn't know he was into spicy foods. And once I went over to Facebook and started posting my stuff, he made a few comments, and I said, "Oh, you're into spicy food, man." Boom! I sent him a hot sauce and some fresh peppers, and one of those he had mentioned Ghost and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, he's pretty much in there, but he one of the peppers I sent was one of the yellow reapers, and he texted me back like, I kind of warned him about it, and he texted me back saying it wasn't very hot, and I'm like, shit, this isn't a seasoned chili head, so yeah, I'm guessing those reapers weren't very hot. I think I put some in some sauce, and yeah, the nowhere near red reaper.
Oh yeah, yellow. Well, and yellow varieties. But hold on, I seen a comment that where's it at? Space City Peppers, or is it Matt? The Space City
Yeah.
Peppers, Matt. Okay.
Yeah.
Testing is a whole nother ball game. Each lap, blah blah blah. We read that one. Where's it at? I just seen. He said also heat is determined by many growing factors. So with it having so many variables, it would be hard to test and get consistency. And he's absolutely right. I've said this before, and I've said it on Rev's channel. I mean, on the live stream also. That I can grow peppers in the front of my house, and I can grow peppers in the back of my house. And because of the elevation, I've got two different climates going on, and that is going to affect. I can grow. We'll say like I can grow yellow moruga out front, since we were talking about that, and I can grow yellow moruga out back, and I could get two totally different results when it comes to heat level. Flavor wise, it'll pretty much be about the same, but heat wise, I can get two different results because technically I've got two different climates going on because of the elevation. And so he's absolutely right in saying, depending on where, when it comes to, like, we'll say the Reaper, since it's the record holder, I could grow the Reaper and Aaron can grow the Reaper. And because of his climate, more than likely, Bear's going to get a higher heat level in his Reaper than I would. Even if, and we can do everything exactly the same. We can stress the crap out of them when they start putting blooms on, blah, blah, blah. We can do everything exactly the same. And more than likely, because of his climate, he's probably going to get a higher heat level than I would. But I agree with that full heartedly. Your climates, the different climates affect those peppers in
Yeah,
more ways than most people realize. I mean, you and I preach stressing the peppers. I preach stressing them full heartedly. Um, but when it boils down to it, you also have to realize you have a different climate than another grower somewhere else. Like even yours, Batman. I mean, your climate probably isn't much different than mine, but I think you could probably get yours, say, like if we were going like reaper wise, you could probably grow your reapers a little hotter than mine because of your climate. Because I think you're closer to the ocean. You got that humidity and that heat level going up.
yeah. I do get the late, late winters where you know just this year I had snow first day of spring. After a week later, had snow.
Mm-hmm.
But when uh, when the summer settles in, it can get really hot. I do have heat waves and trouble with a lot of plants.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can get a good amount of heat. Also, I remember Jay Gonzalez. He swears that hydroponic peppers do get a lot hotter than soil. I'm not sure if that's.
Yeah, which is weird because hydroponics, you would think being constantly in liquid. This is where I like my inexperience with hydroponics. I've never grown it, but I've always thought, man, growing in liquid nonstop. How does that? But I mean, you guys, if anybody that watches my videos, you've seen the tests in the past where I've tested Kang's peppers, soil grown and hydroponically grown, and I think the two or three times that I've tested them, the hydroponic grown ones came out hotter. And that was just in my opinion. That was just in my taste buds and whatnot. I mean, somebody like Peter Stanley could do them, and he may get a totally different result and feel that the soil ones were hotter. I don't. It just depends on who you are. But in my opinion, when I tested them, the hydroponic ones came out. You know, I think one out of the three times, I think the one soil grown came out hotter. But I don't know. That's just weird. That's just kind of weird how that happens because you would think being constant liquid that they wouldn't, but I don't understand the science of it. Maybe like Peter Stanley would be awesome to talk to find out what he thinks. Because I mean, I know he understands, or him or Matt Garber. Matt Garber just is a freaking whiz. He's like a scientist of he.
Yeah,
I love
I
texting
love.
with Matt because Matt challenges me to not only think smarter, but also speak smarter when I'm texting with him. Because I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know if you ever watch Friends, but I feel like Joey sometimes when I'm talking with Matt, like he's up here and I'm down here, and it's not like he's like not like in a like look down way, but intelligence wise, I'm just like, man, how the hell does he?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Yeah, Matt Garver definitely has this thing down packed, especially the hydro side.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, I agree with Scott.
Yeah, I was just reading
Nutrients.
his comment.
Yeah, I mean my hydroponic peppers I have in they're not grown like in full solution, but I use hydroponic nutrients. They don't look stressed at all. You know, the leaves are green, the flowers look great. You know, they're just taking up all those nutrients. Going outside is a different deal. You know, they're out in the elements. You know, the bugs, the the weather changes, just it stresses the plant out. So
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what like Anthony was saying. I mean, and I agree. I totally fully agree with him, and Gage agrees too that anything I've tried soil grown wise, which I mean I've preached this on my channels before and whatnot, but um, soil grown, as far as I'm concerned, you are not gonna beat the flavors with hydroponics. Hydroponics, the flavors come out really good, but there is that fact of constant moisture, and they're full, and I think they're full of more moisture. And I'm not a scientist. I don't understand the science side of it. I'm just a dirt farmer, if you want to call me that. Um, but testing them side by side, I've seen that yes, the hydroponically grown ones are full of more water, which you would think would take the heat levels down. But like I said, um, I, out of the, I think what, two or three, I think three varieties I've tried, like from Kang, testing them, at least two of them were hotter, but that I can remember. But flavor wise, I don't know. I just think there's something about the soil grown plants that the nutrients that they take up, because hydroponically it's controlled nutrients. You're giving them whatever nutrients they put into that solution. What's coming out of the soil is, I don't know, and I may sound dumb when I say this, what's in the soil. It's what Mother Nature decided. And I agree with Anthony. I think the flavors in the soil grown peppers are more fuller. They're just more, I don't know. I prefer the ones from soil grown, like flavor wise, but I'm not opposed to hydroponics at all. I love it because like when the ones that have been sent to me that have been like what Jay Gonzalez sent me, that was freaking amazing. The varieties that he sent me, I just blew me away. The flavors that came from them, the juiciness, the heat levels were absolutely amazing. And I said, this is something that I've got to do in the future. Um, Especially like if we're going to continue growing for companies. I said, that's something I've got to look at. I mean, look for a facility eventually, but also look into and learning it, how to grow them and get them to produce. But
well,
hydroponics is the way to go. If I'm growing indoors, I'm not going to grow 100 plants in soil indoors. I'm going to grow them hydroponically because I want that quicker return too.
yeah, just look at the cannabis side. I know it's probably a money grab. All the nutrients they have to send for pickier buds or more flavorful
Yeah.
buds and stuff like that. Adding silica and stuff like that. There's a lot of toying around. When in soil, you kind of get what you get, like you said. So
Yeah. And like Anthony just commented, maybe with the soil fluctuation with the receiving hydration from dry to wet, or vice versa, helps lock the nutrients that creates the flavors. Which again, I don't. I've never dived into the science side of things. I just kind of ran with it years ago and just started growing. So I understand some of it, but that makes sense to me.
I don't know why I lean towards more of the traditional soil
Yep.
thing. I don't know if I'm just being stubborn, but uh, and like you said, Dave, I don't want to knock anybody that does hydro. It is, hydro is a great thing. Hey, incredible growth. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty amazing. But yeah, I don't feel like I have the time, and I don't know. Soil just seems the more natural way for me, and even if I even if I did have the time, I don't know. I don't I don't feel I don't know. I don't feel
Yeah,
like that's what I should be doing.
yeah,
My thing is soil, and like you said, I feel like everything's coming from the soil. I don't want to control everything in hydro,
yeah.
and
And
I don't
and
want
I fully
to
get.
I don't
I
want to
get
need a pH balance
right.
meter.
And that right there is exactly how I feel. I have spent money on getting the nutrients, the pH balance, and my brain still goes tilt. Like, what the crap? What is it? I just,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if my brain's overcomplicating it or what. It just,
yeah. I think yeah, we're the same. I can't.
yeah.
I just I want to stick to what I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I'm intrigued by hydro. I really am, and I see
Yeah,
the
it is
benefits.
like I said, it is pretty amazing. It's incredible to see the grow. Like Matt Garber, it's
Hmm.
you know, I felt bad a couple seasons back. I kept commenting, you know, if you know me, you know I'm a joker and I say stupid things, and I might have commented one too many times that he's using magic. I said to myself that must be pissing him off. I better stop that. And yeah, it's that's what it seems like. It's pretty damn dope, you know.
Hmm.
The hydro thing is it's amazing. It seems like the new wave, but you know, it's not what I prefer to do.
Yeah.
I like to stick to my traditional ways, and hey, uh, our work is in reconditioning and adjusting soils. Like,
Yeah.
hey, not everybody can grow blueberries fruitful and such big harvest. That's one thing I'm really proud of. I researched the fuck out of blueberries and what they like and how to accommodate their soil, and
Hmm.
that's you know I'm pretty sure you can't grow blueberries in hydro.
Yeah. Actually, one of these days, I'm going to call you and we're going to talk about blueberries because blueberries has been something I've wanted to grow for years, and I've tried. I've just never had any real good success at it.
Yeah, it's uh blueberries. I think it just takes knowing what to do, but they're very simple. You fertilize them only twice a year, and they go dormant. So you got to think of their soil accommodation for the long run, not like peppers. You're gonna break them up every season and replant. So the blueberries deal is acidic soil. So you find a fertilizer that accommodates acid-loving plants, and you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
You do one. The fertilizing schedule should be fall, and then early spring, or well, not early spring, when you notice flowers flower buds and leaf buds starts to open up. That's another key thing to growing blueberries. You gotta identify their soil. Their you gotta identify their flower buds and separate them from their leaf buds. So the flower buds are the fruit buds. You another key thing with blueberries, you have to know what to prune, when to prune. Usually, when the flowers and leaf buds starts opening up, that's when you prune. But depending on what you see in fruit buds, you can prune off a lot of the stuff that's not producing fruit and
Mm.
kind of work your way in the middle of the plant. Open up the middle, light uh, light penetration. Uh, it's a big part of ripening and fully growing some of the berries. You can't have too many branches crossing over and blocking light.
Mm.
So usually earlier blueberries, earlier years you don't prune, but after the third year you usually have to start pruning, mostly around the middle and crossing branches.
Right. Huh.
Dave, I have to say that face you made on that last sip was awesome. That
I
Well,
totally missed that. What was that?
if you see the bottle you two seen, I mean, it was up to the rim when you first called me. So I'm drinking that much of and that last sip, and I'm leaning way over.
Yeah,
the
I
chat
don't
loved it.
I don't think I'll be having I don't think I'll be having another vodka shot, man.
Well, I'm telling you what, that between that and the vodka, my head feels like it's like woo.
Yes, yes, Kim. I got a blueberry hot sauce. The blue bootberry flame. That's my famous blueberry hot sauce. All natural with my homegrown blueberries. If you look for a Kang video, Kang reviewed one I sent to him.
Hey, Batman, you have a grower of the week?
Grower of the week. Uh, I didn't consult you on that. Did you have anyone in mind?
Yeah, I got one. Not just because he bought a Pepperdonkey hoodie, which is badass. His name is he goes by Curtis in the PLC. He's got some really nice plants that he's been posting a lot of. You actually check them out. Got a good setup and plants are looking really good. Doing some cracky, doing some other stuff. So go and check them out. Got some good stuff going.
Yeah, very cool dude. He lives in he says he lives in the mountains, so his plants might have an advantage. I don't know if it's the latitude or something. Who knows?
That thinner air.
Huh?
It's that thinner air up there.
Yeah, yeah. I think Matt showed me some guys that are growing in the mountain, not peppers, but it's pretty amazing what they got going up there.
Sorry, I just read Rev's message. Come
Are you
on, man.
laughing at Rev?
This is why when we eventually come down there, I'm just gonna, yeah. They're gonna go do their thing, and I'm gonna end up with Tom doing our thing. And I mean, eventually we'll all meet up. We may be a little trash, but
Yeah, Charles. I'm sorry, Charles. Did I say I? I must have said latitude, right?
yeah, you did.
Sorry, Charles. I'm a dumbass. Weed plus vodka. Come on, man. Give
Yeah,
me a
pretty
break.
much.
Crazy Kim, Dave, he says you're crunk, man.
I know.
Yeah! Thanks, Anthony.
You guys are going past midnight there, man.
I know. I just realized it's 12:30. Derek's gonna break out the doobie. Wow. We had a puff. I mean, never mind.
Huh?
I was gonna say never nothing. I better not say that out loud.
Well, what?
Derek's comment or Rev's comment. I'm waiting for Derek to break out the doobie.
For Derek to break out what?
The doobie.
Oh. Hey. That's probably why we're always late. My fault. Sorry, guys.
I got 5 on it.
But yeah, we do work pretty early, man. I'm not gonna start laying down on the stream or nothing, or going in the dark and shit. But yeah, I'm up. I'm up pretty early. Well, now I'm catching a break. My schedule has changed. I was up at 5:15, from 5:15 to 5:30, depending on how many snoozes
Yeah.
and how tired I am. But now a little later. Some things changed at work, and I have yeah, now probably six
You guys look tired. You should
six
lay
to
down, man.
6:15. Huh?
You guys look tired. You should lay down.
Yeah.
Well, it's only what 9:30 your time.
Yeah, it's only
Just
9:30.
keep your goddamn peppers off your bed, all right? we don't we don't want to have to wash your peppers, man. It's not right.
From the bed to the woodshed, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to wash enough peppers from this guy. Meow. Yeah, every now and then he'll jump on the table and think of Pepper's one of his toys or something.
And he'll meow at you.
Yeah. Meow. Gage, peppers and it's not a good mix. You know, I'm I'm almost used to it, man. As not only handling peppers, but handling seeds, man. Handling seeds is not easy. You know, very often you have to go to the bathroom, and I'm telling you, man, I'm almost I'm almost used to it. I'm like, hey, I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, here we go. Oh wow, oh wow, it's Carlos Spicy Wiener, huh? Okay, not bad. I swear, I'm almost used to it. It's too often now.
Would you say you like it now?
Hey, easy. I wouldn't say I exactly like it, but hey, it's almost like, it's not like at first. I remember my first time was waking up sleeping at 4 a.m. Totally asleep, and I just wake up like, what's his name? Little Richards was the song. Good, great balls of fire, man. I must have rubbed or whatever, because first season I didn't think it was that serious, and especially I had what was it? Hot banana, appropriately named. Hot banana peppers. I didn't think they were that bad, and I'm like, I'm not gonna waste these good gloves I steal from work. So yeah, I handled some banana peppers, thinking they weren't a big deal, and I was very wrong.
Hey, them hot bananas can get pretty freaking warm.
Yeah. I had some pretty hot banana peppers, man.
That's my father-in-law's claim to fame. He does the Hungarian waxes, hot bananas, and he just he grows them pretty warm. I'll give him his credit, but he's so proud of them.
Susan. Yeah, man. Those were my first no gloves bloopers. Yeah, and even worse, that was worse. Waking up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. My tolerance wasn't up back then. I had to take a break. I was up here. I was up here having a smoke after that, waiting to cool down. Had no idea what to do or how I could accidentally make it worse, so I let it right out.
You know that hot nut challenge?
Yeah, Charles. Charles, how the frick do you suppose we use protection for that? What? What? Poke a hole on the tip and hope the stream flows smoothly? Come on, guy. You should know better, man. This thing has a brain of its own. It shoots wherever it wants to. Alan Smith, what's up, guy? That's one of the new guys, right?
Let it ride out. Yeah, pretty much. That's all you can do. Never poke a hole in the.
Not that kind of protection, Rev. It's for the peppers. Well, it's for your fingers. Oh man, no, but once your resistance is not up, well, before your resistance is up, you can't, man. You got to be careful. It's not a good experience. You you really don't know what to do, and yeah, for a chili head, it's a weird satisfaction when it's over. It's almost like when you do the taste test and you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm almost used to it. It's nothing now. It's like, oh, oh, okay, okay.
Oh.
Okay, Carlos. Carlos Spicy Wieners at it again. Enjoy. Enjoy, guy. Yeah. Oh man.
That's funny.
Oh man. Susan, that's one of my bigger fears. I don't ever want to get that. You know, that's one of my bigger problems making sauce. First, I tried cooking sauce while she was at school, and sometimes she'll come home earlier than expected, and oh man, that caused me some problems because to non-chili heads, I can handle it totally, but when I cook sauce and she comes in the house, it's pretty devastating to her. She's right away she's coughing and choking, and she has to go upstairs, and she's pretty pissed. I usually hear it for a couple of days, and also Jordan comes in, and she's also coughing. It's pretty bad. So it's not easy. I have to really carefully plan out my cooking. That's why mostly uh, whenever I say I'm finishing up a sauce, uh, yeah, probably take that uh, 4 or 5 days later because it never plans out well for me. And yeah, most of the time it means staying up late and finishing it up after everyone's asleep. And I still can't use the blender and wake everybody up. It, it's freaking hell. Give me a break when you're waiting for a sauce. But no, I really dread. I have dreaded that. Carlos can take it, but yeah, I imagine if that happened to Janie, I'd be in shit.
Yeah, I gotta say, in this house, if I mess with seeds, fresh peppers, whatever, if I'm not wearing gloves, there's no there's no late night activities.
I I recently I recently has to start wearing gloves for packing seed orders. It
Yep.
got bad. It got bad, and uh, no matter no matter how careful you think you are, it gets on there because chances are you touched the baggie the time before or the time before that, and it really it really travels through fingers and surfaces.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there's a crazy coworker I have named Joe, and before everything, he said he's gotten my sauces and everything, but that was one of his stories when he first met his wife. He maybe I shouldn't say that, but his wife, when you first meet, you're into doing everything your partner wants, and
Uh-huh.
his uh, his wife had a pizza with flakes on it, and there comes the spicy. There comes the spicy BJ. I haven't had it. But that was my crazy coworker story.
I hate to point out the time. It's almost 1 o'clock. Because
Yeah,
this has been a friggin'
Dave, you
blast.
took
Uh,
Dave, you took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, I just looked down at the right corner of the screen. It was like, oh crap, it's 12:49. If I'm reading that right.
Yeah, it's the vodka.
Yeah.
It's the vodka. Last
I'm gonna
week, last week we had a good time with Charles. We didn't even notice the time. We had deer jerky everywhere, and yeah, I just right before you said that, I looked at the time, and it's pretty damn late. So
well,
we're
I looked down
closing
and
up.
I seen Bear's gone. I just see the picture of a bear. Where'd he go?
Oh yeah, I I think Bear's up earlier than we are. I'm
Oh,
always,
there he is.
our time difference. I start at 10. He starts at 7.
Yeah.
7 is my 10 Eastern, and usually I'm up at 5 something a.m. now 6 a.m. But I always text and then I'm like, oh shit, Bear's asleep, and I usually have to wait till I get you know a hint of everybody's up. But thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking in with us, rambling, drunken crap. And Dave, thanks for joining us. Our second guest. We haven't, we haven't got more of you guys on here, mainly sorting out our technical difficulties and learning settings on this live YouTube. A lot of things have changed. Even the people that try to help us have found that there are different things that have changed in YouTube and their settings and everything like that. So, Dave, uh, give your closing, your spice blend and everything you got going. Let us know what's up. You already said that, right?
Well, first, I'm feeling really good. Thanks for joining the show, and I hope these guys have me back on soon because this was a lot of fun.
Dave, I'm right there with you, man. I'm trying to hold it together. I had to snap out of it. Come on, get it together.
Let me think here. Is this real life? Yes, LaQuesta.
LaQuesta,
Is
which
being released.
let me stop you there and correct people because that's a Latin word.
Yes.
LaQuesta. It means kind of the hill, right? Am I right?
I think so.
Right.
From what his uncle and aunt were telling me.
You know, right. The climb, the hill. LaQuesta releasing this Sunday. Those of you who are fortunately to pre-order will get it sooner, and that's what Dave has going on.
What Batman said.
Dave, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us. Whoever hasn't subscribed to Dave must do so. Very awesome channel, inspirational video, not only learning, very nice stuff. My man Bear, thanks for doing thanks for doing our show. Thanks for joining us and showing what you got. Last words.
I feel bad. I feel bad. I only drank a 6-pack.
Damn, just a 6-pack?
Yeah.
Well, I started mine before before we got on. When we got on, I think I had I think 3 left out of my 6-pack, and mine's was I was intrigued when I first saw this Crystal Whipped IPA. I was like, holy shit, I gotta try this. I was hoping it wasn't like that crappy nitrogen infused Guinness with the huge widget inside, but it was pretty good. I'm proud of New York breweries right now. The Brooklyn brewery is doing great. I love all their beers, and that Bronx one is pretty damn good too. So yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and keep it meow. Dave, always awesome. Bear, I love you, man. Thanks everybody on the chat tuning in. Have a good night.
See you guys.
See ya.
Good night, dudes. Dave, get to work tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
You have to walk.
I gotta take the kids to the grandparents first.
Oh, you're gonna need that ride, buddy.
Yep.
You better close up and go start kissing up.
Yeah.
I know how that goes. Good night, Dave. Thanks for everything. Rev, have a good night, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Good night, Sandy. Sandy, I know you're up late or really early or something. You are the future. Thanks for tuning in, Sandy.
The cat lady, meow.
Yeah, cat. Meow. Sandy. Meow. Susan. Sandy's been on for like years, man. Where you been? Hey, Mark, Brohim, my brother. You're going down on that kick boot. You got your boot kick, buddy. Plant's looking awesome. Once I get Dave Hobbs to come on, he'll I'll show that plant again. Yes, Susan. She's been on for a while. Before you. Shame on you. Mod Mon. A lot of mercy. All right, guys.
This be the end, Mom.
Good night, yeah. Russ. Yo, with them Duff Nuts video coming up, man. And make sure you get your wife on there to try them too. I'm not gonna say what. They're your nuts. Hey, if you Russ, if you hold them, if you're busy till next Thursday, man, let me know. You can come on here and try them. All right. My camera's all off center here. This is like when I'm trying to fix my mirror to take a haircut. It's everything's backwards, you know. You try to go this way and it's the other way. All right, guys, we'll let Bear go to sleep finally. Uh, yeah, let's let Bear go to sleep. Um, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, man. Good night, Bear.
Peace.